Okay, I'm back, and I do apologise for the third piece of music coming in there. I wasn't back in time. I was actually, I nipped in to watch something on the telly. Philippa's watching the or the Big Build thing, the SOS Big Build or whatever it is. And tonight they've been doing a thing for a fellow gentleman of the Corps, an old Royal Engineer like myself, an old sapper. Actually in Maidstone, where I lived for many years, where I served 4 years with 36 Engineer Regiment. And I was trying to look at the houses in the street and that and try and figure out what part of Maidstone they were in. But this guy that they've been doing the house for is an invalid. He's got physical problems. His legs. His ex 9 Squadron Royal Engineers, which is the Royal Engineers Parachute Regiment Squadron, and he suffers like a lot of paratroopers with his legs, his knees particularly, I suppose. Well, the numbers are going up. 21 people tuned in at the moment. Thank you. Good evening to those of you who've just tuned in. You're listening to Samper Ken at veteransradionet.com, and whoever you are, wherever you are, you're more than welcome. Please, folks, get in touch. Just tell me who you are and where you're tuning in from. In the past, those of you who have listened in will know I had what I call the radar. It showed me not just how many were tuning in, but actually where they were. This new system, this new Spreaker system that we're using, just gives me the numbers. It doesn't give me the locations, which is a little bit, sad, a little bit different. Hang on a second. So that's just Philippa yawning in the background. It wasn't a hippopotamus, I promise you. Hang on a second. I'm just going to kiss my sister-in-law goodbye. I shall be back with you in a second. Mind me beer, Debbie. Okay, I'm back again. Sorry, just got to kiss the relatives goodbye as they're leaving. Got to be done. Dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Sorry. I think I'm going to get hit by both my missus and her sister in a minute, but what else is new? As I say, I was trying to watch something on the telly. But anyway, 21 people tuned in. Please, if you're new, get in touch, let us know who you are, where you are. 23 people now. Sorry, I'm losing my track. This is these bloody women coming in and messing me about. 23 people. This is going fantastic. Lee, we'll talk about Spreaker tomorrow, mate. If you give us your phone number, or I'll give you mine. And we'll, hang on, David's just come up on Skype. What's he got to say for himself? That's the one, mate, but she backed out of it. David's just asked if that was the sister-in-law who threatened to do a moonie. And we were going to take pictures and raffle them off on, auction them off here on Veterans Radio Net. But as the highest Right, I'm back. I do apologise for that. That wasn't me. That was the computer that lost. I don't know why my link just broke down. Sorry, I'm just having a look. Something's gone wrong. No, I've got it back. All right. As they say, to err is human, but to cock up completely, you need a laptop. Sound has gone, mate. Yeah, I've got that, David. That really wasn't me. For some reason, I just ended up with 2 red boxes on my screen where I should have 2 blue boxes. So, folks, my apologies to you all. Hang on, 33 listeners. We're going daft. Thank you. I hope you don't go running away because there was Blanco. What's happened? Has the football finished? Who won? Please, somebody give us a shout and let us know who won. Folks, please use the Skype, use the email, use the text, use the Facebook or whatever. Let us know who you are, where you are, and what you're up to tonight, and if there's anything on your mind. So, when I was talking to you earlier, I was looking at the wrong message. That one, I was actually reading, how's they doing, lad? That was back in the 29th of June. 18 minutes ago, you put, yeah, you're now on Android. Love it. Well done. Well, that's this new system that we've got here, this Spreaker. It opens on every media, every machine or whatever. So it's fantastic. It makes life a damn sight easier just having one button there on the website that covers all appliances. Talking about website, there's a new one under design at the moment, and hopefully in the next couple of days it will be, we'll launch it. Just move it in place of the one that you've been used to seeing. Be easier to use and more colourful, because somebody who knows what they're doing is building it, not me. Because the one you look at tonight is the one I built. But there you go. It works. It's got us this far. Also today I've spoken to a lady called Rosie, who is writing an article about the radio station for the Sun newspaper. Watch this space. We'll let you know when it's going to be in the paper. Now, what we've been talking about tonight, the main story is PTSD, the living hell. And more specifically, the effect that an ex-forces personnel, the effect they have on their family when they have PTSD. Some of us call it PTSD by proxy. The Ripple Pond, whose interview I'll be playing shortly, probably in about 20 minutes' time, around about 22:30, I'll play that. They call it the ripple effect. As I said earlier, when somebody loves us, cares for us, cares about us, when we hurt, they hurt. My story's not nice, and I know it's not uncommon, unfortunately. Way too many people can say, or can tell a story very, very similar to mine. But I know from personal experience the hell I put my family through when I was in my deepest, darkest, baddest places. I abused alcohol for many years. I used it to self-medicate to try and hide from the nightmares and the flashbacks. Not a very good therapy in itself. But all it did was create hell for my family, those closest to me. It caused hell for a lot of people who'd never known me before, because when I was drunk and I got into fights in the streets and in pubs and shit like that, you know what I mean? But the family suffered badly. The pain and suffering I put them through. When I was drunk, when I was being bundled into police cars, and when I crashed in my car trying to take my own life, that sort of thing, taking overdoses, stepping out in front of moving vehicles. It's things I did when I got locked up in psych wards twice. Eventually when I got stuck in jail, served 18 months. The devastating effect on my family. I mean, my lady Philippa, how the hell she managed to stick by me, God only knows. I'm glad she did. We're still together. But I mean, I've driven her to try and take her own life. You know, this is the effect that PTSD has on the bigger family. The effect it had on my two stepchildren, Amanda and Andrew. Fine. They've seen me come through the other side. They've seen me get the help. They've seen me respond and recover. And they're still with us now. You know, they're still part of the family, and a big part of the family, as is my son Aaron. You know, the suffering he went through, knowing he was 150, 200 miles away and couldn't do anything, couldn't get to see me. but was just getting to hear all the crap, the reports, and they were all bad ones back in them days. This is the effect that PTSD has on the family. As I say, what we call PTSD by proxy. But this radio station, what it's about is there is a light at the end of the tunnel. As I said, for me it came the help from other veterans using a therapy called Neuro-Linguistic Programming, NLP. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for everybody. It worked bloody well for me, and I've seen it work bloody well for a lot of other people. But it doesn't work for everybody. There's not one therapy that will work for everybody, unfortunately. But there are lots of groups out there. The Ripple Pond and Combat PTSD Angels for the families. For the actual veterans themselves. There's so many. There's Fishing for Heroes, Gardening Leave, Veterans in Action, Surf Action. All using different things that can help a veteran come back. Paul Snow, his music and his poetry. There are poetry for veterans. There's all sorts of things out there. What we want to do with this radio station is bring them together. The Riffle Pond you'll be hearing from soon. So I'm still wanting to, as I say, get an interview with Tony for the Combat PTSD Angels, because the families are as big a part of this radio station as anything. But we're going to get the smaller charities, the ones that are doing good work, a lot of them in local areas, very local, very regional, but they're doing fantastic work, getting good results quickly. There's charities like Soldiers Off the Street, who we've interviewed and played their interview the other evening. They're doing the practical stuff, getting people off the streets, getting them into houses, and then they back them up, help them out, they keep contact with them, help them learn to do CVs and stuff like that, help them look for jobs, that sort of thing, so they don't just put them in a house and dump them. The smaller charities like Fishing for Heroes, Surf Action, they don't just give them one lot of treatment and then dump them. And that's the important thing, keeping the contact going. We can use this radio station to keep the contact going. Okay? Anybody got any comments on what I'm talking about? Anybody got any experiences that they want to share? Right, at the minute we're up to 40 listeners, which is absolutely bloody fantastic. How was the football? How did England do tonight? Anybody got an idea? Give us a shout. Let's have a look. Have we got anybody contacting us? Dawn. Oh, Dawn is tuned in from Red Deer in Alberta, Canada. Good evening, Dawn. How are you doing out there? Nice to have you back on. Dawn has been a fairly regular listener over the past few months. The other one that hasn't come in recently is Natalie. She's also in Canada, but she could be very busy. Anything going on? Emails? Let's have a butchers. Talk amongst yourselves while I just do this. I've got so many pages open on this bloody laptop here, it's untrue. And it's a Windows 8 and I hate it. Babe, when we come up on when I come up on the 2nd for Rockade, on the Sunday afterwards, you're probably going to have to give us some help. Dave's supposed to be a guru. I know Paul's going to be there. He's a guru. I'll have this laptop with me. If there's anything you can do to help me speed it up and sort it out, mate, that'll be bloody great. Right, Tony. Hi, Tony. Nice to have you tuned in, and we've got to get that interview sorted. Are you listening to me? We want to get that interview sorted for Combat PTSD Angels. Right, hang on. David is typing as we